Hello guys, again, day 176. The complete verb conjugation. Of course, from Gengo. Finally, yesterday we finished Genki, finally. I can't believe we already finished Genki, and we starting Gengo finally. So I love Gengo. His explanation is on point. So we're going to do the complete verb conjugation. I think today and tomorrow it's 1.5 hours. Maybe we do 1 hour now. Okay. And we complete it tomorrow. So yeah, let's just get to it after we finish. Now that's what I call a coincidence. Just looking at Twitch and you just started. Yuki. So yeah, it is late today. It's a bit late. I should have started earlier. But no problem. We never miss a day. Never until we reach 1,000 days. So Yuki, hello and welcome. Yesterday we finished with Genki, and now we start Game Gengo. Game Gengo is amazing. Game Gengo is nice. I love Game Gengo. His explanation is on point. And we start with verb conjugation, and then we do the N5, okay, and N4. So these 6 hours. I think on Saturday, I can sit for 2 hours straight. Okay, so today and tomorrow we finish verb conjugation, 1.5 hours. And Saturday, we'll do N5. I think I will watch it in one day. I can't watch it in one day. And N4 on Sunday, I will watch as much as possible. So yeah, I think we are on the right track. So let's just get to it. Let's just start. So there are 2 videos in about 3 to 4 days, maybe, hopefully. Why not? 3 videos, 2 days. Today I'm going to do it for 1 hour until 12 o'clock, 12.5, and that's it. So 1 hour for today, and we see Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to watch as much as possible. Saturday, I think I can watch this. Definitely watch this in one day. And maybe we watch as much as possible from N4.
So, Japanese verb conjugation video. In this video, you're going to learn every single conjugation for verbs in Japanese. We're going to be looking at over 250 examples taken from video games to help give you a strong connection to exactly.
I feel excited when Gengo talks. I feel very excited.
How each piece of language is used, so that by the end of this video you know absolutely everything you need to know about exactly how to
we already know every verb conjugation. I just want to see more examples, and from video games. He's the best. We already know verb conjugations, but I want to see examples. And his examples are amazing.
Verbs in Japanese. This video is brought to you thanks to all the supporters through the Game Gengo website as well as through Patreon. So if you find this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and if you really love the video, then come join us in the Game Gengo Discord community. Now first, before you learn how to actually conjugate all of these verbs, you first need to know what type of verb the verb you're looking at is. And in modern Japanese, there are 2 different types of verbs. Ichidan, seen often in your textbooks as ru verbs, and godan, also known as u verbs. And these are the 2 different types of verb classification in modern Japanese. And super Super simply, ichidan pretty much just means one stage, and what that means is that there's only one stage of conjugation. You just drop the ru or the mas, and then add whatever conjugation you want at the end. That's it. Super simple. I wish every verb was an ichidan. And then there are godan verbs, and these are a little bit more complicated as they are based on the verb ending, the sound that the verb actually ends on. So how do you tell whether a verb is an ichidan?
Hello! How is it going? I thought I missed your stream today. No. You missed your stream. I thought you. Yeah, no. We don't stop. But it's a late one. It's a late one. Today is a late one. I should have started earlier, to be honest. But what can we do? Not always is perfect. But we just never stop. We keep going. And today, finally, we finished Genki and we start with game Gengo. So we have a very good playlist. I was just sentence mining. Amazing. So also you are on day 30 something, 37, I think. Amazing, bro. Congratulations. So yeah, game Gengo is amazing. I feel excited when he speaks. His explanations are on point always.
Well, good news. There are actually two different methods that you can use to figure out for any verb whether it's an ichidan or a godan. So very simply, these two methods revolve around either the dictionary form of the verb or the nai form of the verb, the negative form. First, the dictionary form. Now, this method is a little bit less accurate, but it's easier because all you need is just the dictionary form of a verb. Miru, taberu, kiku, nomu. And so using this dictionary method, all ichidan verbs end in a ru. However, not all verbs that end in a ru are ichidan. Some are actually godan. So if the vowel sound that comes before ru is an e, like taberu, the be is an s sound, or an i sound, like miru, mi, the i sound. If it's an e or an i sound before the ru, then it's probably an ichidan. Probably meaning there are some exceptions. Everything else, every other verb is a godan. So if the vowel sound before the ru is an a, u, or o, then even if it has a ru ending, it's still a godan. Like for example, wakaru, to understand. That waka is an a sound, therefore automatically it's a godan. But as I said, there are some exceptions and it gets a little bit tricky. Like for example, kaeru, to return. Well, that has an e sound before the ru. However, this is actually a godan verb, and this is where it gets a little bit less accurate. Same thing with kiru, to cut, and kiru, to wear. One of them is an ichidan, one of them is a godan. Oh no, how are you supposed to tell which one is which? And this is where using method number 2 is going to help you out. Method number 2 revolves around the nai form, the negative form, and this has 100% accuracy. All you need to know is the nai form of a verb and you instantly know whether it's an ichidan or a godan. 100% of the time, if a verb has an i or an e sound before nai, like minai, to not look, tabenai, to not eat, then it is always an ichidan. And if it has an a vowel sound before the nai, like nomanai, nomanai, or shinanai, shinanai, or as we saw in the example, kaeranai for kaeru, you instantly know it's a godan. And this method you can rely on completely with 100% accuracy. However, there are 3 verbs.
Wait. What did he say?
Then it is always an ichidan. To not look, tabenai, to not eat, then it is always an ichidan.
Miru, miranai, minai, tabenai, kinai, kiru, inai, nenai.
And if it has an a vowel sound before the nai, shinanai, or as we saw in the example, kaeranai for kaeru, with 100% accuracy. However, there are 3 verbs that don't follow those previous rules for classification. And those are aru, to exist. The negative form of that is just nai, to not exist, which is regularly treated as a godan verb, however not in...
If you learn a verb by the nai form, you can instantly tell if it's a godan or an ichidan verb. Wait, but... So wait, you learn them from the nai form? So So no, you don't learn the dictionary form and then conjugate them to the nai form. You just learn them by the nai. I thought you have to learn the dictionary first and then conjugate it to the nai form and understand if it's an ichidan or
conjugation, because it simply just turns into nai. Kuru and suru are two exceptions that we're going to be seeing a lot in this video. Kuru, to come, when in the negative is actually konai, and suru, to do,
shinai.
when that's in the negative, it's shinai. So these are three exceptions that don't follow the previous classification rules. But we'll be seeing that a lot in this video. So using a balance of these two methods, you can find out no matter what verb you come across, whether it's an ichidan or a godan, and then using all of the information in this video, you'll be able to conjugate it into absolutely any form that you want. Like our previous example with kiru, to cut, or kiru, to wear, well, we can't tell if it's an ichidan or godan. However, when you put it in the nai form, it becomes immediately apparent. Kiru, to
kiru, kinai, is kiranai. To cut, kiranai.
wear, the nai form.
But you have to know if it's an ichidan or godan to know that it's kiranai. But because I have this kiru in the 12 exceptions that, of course, Yuki sent it to me. I know that kiru is it looks like iru. It is an iru verb, but it's actually a godan. So kiru is godan.
Form is just kinai.
You just learn it. You just learn it.
To cut.
Yes, I do it like you said, but that is his suggestion. Always learn the nai form of the verb. Always learn the nai form of the verb. Okay.
Is kiranai. It has an a sound. So in the nai form, I or e is ichidan. So kinai.
I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. You just have to. Basically, what I understand now, you just have to learn the 12 exceptions or 17 exceptions, and that's it. The rest is easy. Godan and ichidan is actually easy to understand. Iru is ichidan, and the rest is godan. That's it. But there are just 12 exceptions. The only thing that was troubling me is these 12 exceptions. But now that I have them listed, is no problem.
Ichidan. Kiranai, to not cut, is a godan. Now, we'll learn more about the nai form in this video, but just try and keep some of that information in mind as it can kind of help you give a bit of an idea of what is an ichidan and what is a godan verb, because they have completely different conjugation rules, as you'll see in the video. So with that out of the way, let's get started.
Ichidan verbs.
So first up, we have the dictionary form of a verb. This is kind of like the baseline form for all verbs. It's also known as the plain form or the casual form. In Japanese, this form of the verb can be used both to talk about something you're going to do right now, like I will eat sushi. Sushi o taberu. It could also be used to express something that you're going to be doing kind of regularly or as a habit, like maishumatsu kaimono suru. I do shopping every weekend. And it can even be used to express something that you do in the future.
Maishumatsu kaimono suru.
Shopping every weekend. And it can even be used to express something that you do in the future. Like ashita benkyou suru. Tomorrow I will study. So some very common ichidan or ru verbs that you'll come across is things like miru, to see, taberu, to eat, kiru, to wear, iru, to exist, neru, to sleep, and kotaeru, to answer. Ni, tabe, ki, I, ne, kotaeru. Right, you can see it's got the I or the e sound. These are ichidan verbs. So the verb miru, to look, is an ichidan verb. And this dictionary form is just the standard baseline form of all verbs. When you look up a verb in the dictionary, this is the form you see it in. So like here we can see it used in a sentence, don't look, miruna. Or like here we can see taberu.
Wait, so miruna is imperative, no? Wait, the imperative we did imperative, but I don't know, remember if we did I don't remember if we did the negative. We definitely did imperative. Negative of when did we do the imperative? Wait, we have the imperative here, okay. So continuous, negative form, past negative, imperative, miro, tabero, nero, shine. But we didn't do imperative. We didn't do negative. The negative imperative. So mina is the negative imperative. I think we didn't do the negative though. Don't have anything written here. Miro. Tabernaktemo. Nasai. Where? I forgot. Anyways, let's continue. Let's just continue. Wow, hello, pretentious. What time is it there? Late stream. It is a late stream. Yes, it's very late actually. 11 and a half in the night, at night. It is very late. It is a very late stream. I should have started earlier, but what can we do? But hello, pretentious, welcome. Taberuna. Okay. So we didn't do the negative of imperative.
Will you eat some custard pudding?
Honoka-chan, pudding taberu?
Pudding
As this is
taberu?
the dictionary form, also known as the casual form in Japanese, and this is because it's used in casual speech. So you'll see this form all over.
Now that I'm thinking, now that pretentious came, I think, and he reminded me of the Excel that he mentioned that I do my own Excel. Maybe we do this video, okay, and then we are not going to watch these two. We are going to study the Excel that Yuki gave us. No, not this one. The Excel that Yuki gave us, and I think from this video I'm going to make my own Excel with the help of this, of course, and make my own Excel. I think the negative imperative was taught by Andy, Tokini Andy. Wait, I have to see it again, but anyways, but yeah, I think I'm not going to watch these two. I'm going to watch them later, these two, not this Sunday. This Sunday and Saturday, this weekend, I'm going to write my own Excel. The complete conjugation, the table of conjugation. Using this one and using this video as well. Yeah, okay.
Over the place in things like video games.
I feel excited. And after that, after I make my table, I'm going to do this verb drill. Okay, let's check this. Discord drill. I think I put it in Discord, I think. Drills. I need to make a lot of drills. General study materials. I think I posted it somewhere here. Study materials, drills. Japanese verb conjugation quiz. Yes, this one. Exactly. So yeah, it's this. I think this one is what I need. This website is actually what I need. So after we watch this video and after we make a similar Excel to this one, we already have this Excel. It has everything. I think it has everything. I just want to write it on my own to write some examples in order to remember better, and then do a lot of drills every day. Not everything, okay, but a lot. So yeah. I will do a lot of drills every day. I think every day we will offer some time to do drills. From here, we have the T form, progressive, past, negative, polite, plain, volitional, potential, conditional, everything. I think this has everything. But yeah, okay, let's just go. I feel excited for this weekend, to be honest. Okay, these are the exceptions. Let's just go. Let's go.
games, anime, manga, but also used in real life, especially when you're talking
I think I even have the negative volitional in my table. Negative suggestions.
with friends and family.
Okay. I feel very excited because I feel happy that we finished with Genki. Genki was a pain. Genki was a pain. Finally.
真実を見る勇気はあるかい
Go down verbs.
Ichi means one.
Ichi.
As you saw, there was only one rule. Just drop and add the conjugation. Super simple. But Godan verbs are actually based off of the 5 sounds in Japanese. A, I, U, E, O. And with these 5 sounds,
5 sounds.
that is how these verbs are
Yeah, there is some odd conjugations like stem plus tutsu, but I don't think they are as important to drill. Wait, what do you mean? There is some odd conjugations like stem plus tutsu. What is stem plus tutsu? But I don't think they are as important to drill.
conjugated. So
I don't think I understand what you're trying to say, pretentious.
for example, kiku, to hear, nomu, to drink,
Nomu.
yomu, to read, asobu, to play.
So that's why they are called Godan. 5 vowels. Like you won't see them that often. Okay. Yeah, I need to do only the important stuff. I only need to do learn the important stuff that I use every day. But Godan, they are consistent. So because of the 5 vowels.
All of these have an u sound at the end.
Sobi.
That's the dictionary form. I is the mus stem. A is the nai form. E is the imperative form. And
step.
O is the volitional form. So let's have a look at the casual form for Godan verbs. So this is just the verb in its u ending. Kiku, to hear
Kiku.
or to listen.
お金の話の前に聞く
Okashi no hanashi mae ni.
To hold on to something. Motsu.
ああ
英雄になりたければ夢を持つんだ。
Yomu, to read something.
サイコマンティスは人の心を読む。
Kao, to buy something.
エレナがこの店を買うって？
So as you saw, these are all Godan verbs. Now you can know that a verb is a Godan verb by the fact that it ends in a sound that's not ru. So like we saw in all of these, ki, ku, yomu, ka-u,
Kau.
automatically they're Godan verbs. But you can also tell if they do end in a ru sound, if they have anything that's not an I or an E vowel sound before, like a or o, then you also automatically know it's a Godan verb. Pretty much just know that every single verb that's not an Ichidan verb is a Godan, right? Even some verbs that end in a ru, like kaeru or kiru, to cut.
Yeah.
The next form we're going to be looking at is the polite form.
Polite form.
And this is used
Okay,
when you're
easy,
wanting
the
to speak in a
easiest form.
polite
This is the
manner.
easiest form.
Like, for example, to someone that you don't know, a stranger, or maybe a boss, or maybe someone at like a shop or a doctor, someone you're not familiar with and you want to be polite with them. Well, in this situation, you would use the polite form of a verb. Well, for Ichidan verbs, good news is conjugating them into the polite form is very, very easy. All you need to do is drop the ru and replace it with mas.
Mas.
That's it. Finished. And actually, that's true for every single other conjugation. For Ichidan verbs, just drop the ru and replace it with the conjugation.
ru?
So, miru, to
Miru?
look, turns into mimasu.
バンドレリトスの地にはこんな化け物が
いいえ、初めて見ます。
Or
初めて見
taberu
ます。
to eat. If you want to speak
It's very
politely,
loud. It's very loud.
tabemasu.
ロイドさん
Taben.
何か食べます
So very, very
Tabe
easy.
masu.
Just drop the ru and replace it with mas
Tabenu.
to make a Ichidan verb polite.
There is no tabenu.
Okay, so now we have the polite form for Godan verbs. Now, as I said before, it is all dependent on the sound that the verb ends in. Remember, kiku or yogu, shinu, that sound, ku, gu, nu. And it's also connected to those 5 sounds I told you about. So remember, the next thing is I. This is how you turn it into the mus form. You need to change the final sound
To I,
into
is.
an I
Is.
sound. So instead of Ku,
Kiku.
it's ki. And then add mas. So
Easy.
kiku to hear
Easy.
turns into kikimasu.
もう一度聞きます小島陽子さんとは一体何があったんですか
が何でやっ
Motsu
たんです
to
か
hold. So tsu
持つ
turns into
道町
mochimasu.
持ち
Motsu, mochi.
持つ持ち
というわけで粒子は歌うたいへの食欲を持ちます。
食欲を持ちます
ご苦労様。彼なら大丈夫。
彼なら
私が責任を持ちます。
Tanomu, to rely or to count on someone.
Tanomi.
The mu turns into me. Tanomimasu.
ビッグスたちを頼みます。
頼みます
And kau, to
Kau.
buy, ends in an u.
Kai.
So you just turn it into an e.
買います
Kaimasu.
どうする？
どうする
買うかね。
買うかね
買います。
買い
And
ま
so
す
to turn a godan into the polite form,
Oh, I
it
want to play Famicom Tantei. I've heard good Famicom Tantei. We saw it just now, I think. Famicom Tantei. This one, no? Detective Club. Okay. Steam on Steam? So wait, so it's detective, like it's an adventure game duology developed by Nintendo, it's on Nintendo. Nu is an archaic form for a negative verb ending. Archaic form for a negative ending. Very Nintendo exclusive.
all depends
I don't have
on the
Nintendo.
final sound, and then you just turn that into an e sound and then add mas at the end. So no matter what sound
Wait,
the
so-
verb ends in,
Archaic form for a negative verb ending. Okay. So, but it's not used now though. Tabenu.
for example, ru, kaeru, that would be kaerimasu. The ru turns into ri.
So you
Same
don't
thing
really
with
need to
kiru.
know unless you
Kiru
want to build
would
a
be
time machine and
kirimasu.
travel back.
Ri.
In
Every
time.
single godan
But maybe we see it in a games like old games like the samurai that we're playing. We're going to play the samurai or the ghost of Tsushima. Could be.
Aerimasu. The ru
Aerimasu.
turns into ri. Same thing with kiru. Kiru would be
Kirimasu.
Ri. Every single godan verb to turn
Samurai
into polite,
games, you might
just
hear
change
it.
that final
Yeah.
sound into an
So-
e sound, and then
So that's hopefully so I need to learn it. So it's a good thing that you wrote it here. It's because I'm going to play the samurai game.
mas, and you have the polite form.
Don't remember
There
anything
are
being
two
too archaic in Tsushima. There was no archaic language,
exceptions that you need to be careful of. The verb
but the game was very nice. The sword, I like it because there is sword in it, and I like swords. I think I never played a game. No, I played Assassin's Creed. It was old, but it didn't have swords. It had something else on their hands, but not sword. But this Ghost of Tsushima has swords, and it's amazing. It's a beautiful game. Maybe the most beautiful game I've ever played.
suru,
I can't wait to play it on stream.
to do, and the verb kuru, to come, don't follow any of the previous rules.
You get on a horse and you swing your sword and kill people, and it's amazing.
Suru, to do, and kuru, to come, are exceptions. And so you need to learn how to conjugate them on their own.
Kuzo.
But
Wait.
Kaerimasu.
Kaerimasu.
The root turns into ri.
Ri.
Same thing with kiru. Kiru
Kirimasu.
would be kirimasu.
Kirimasu.
Ri. Every single godan verb to turn into polite, just change that final sound into an e sound, and then add mas, and you have the polite form.
Suru and kiru.
There are two exceptions that you need to be careful of. The verb suru, to do, and the verb kuru, to come,
Kirimasu
don't follow
and-
any of the previous rules. Suru, to do, and kuru, to come, are exceptions. And so you need to learn how to conjugate them on their own. But they are two of the most common verbs in all of Japanese, so it's definitely worth learning these two exceptions. So, kuru, to come.
気をつけろトリガル来るぞ
And
気をつけるみんな
suru, to do.
どうするのどうするの
約束する。
約束する
俺はみんなを超えるようなすごい冒険者になる。
To turn these into the polite form,
Polite.
for kuru,
Kimas. Some characters in anime sometimes use archaic forms as well. Anime creators probably think that it gives the character an aura of wisdom.
just want to change
In English, it's the same. It's the same in English also.
the ku into a ki sound. So it's ki
In
mas.
Greek is also the same. Whenever someone speaks in archaic language, like old verbs, old language, they are
Kuru,
wise.
to
You see
come,
them as
the
wise
polite form
people.
is kimas.
That's what I
皆さん
try to do with
船が
Greek.
来ます急いで移動
So shimas and kimas.
また敵が来ますよね。
Okay.
早く行きましょう。
And same thing
Oh,
with suru, to do,
shimas.
turns
Easy.
into a shi sound. So it's still that i sound. Suru turns into shimas.
Shimas.
これからどうします兄貴
どうします
このプロジェクトが失敗したら
必ず成功します。
成功します
あなたはこのカムロ町という町を何と見ますか？
Now, we just saw that all you have to do is drop the ru for a verb to kind of make this stem. And then every other conjugation for ichidan verbs you just attach to the end. Well, this stem is actually known as the verb stem or
Verb
the
stem.
mus stem. And the reason why is because if you just remove mus, you're left with this last little bit, this stem part.
Stem.
Mi. Mimas, to look. Mi. Every other conjugation, whether it's the nai form, the potential form, the causative, you just add that to the mi. That's it. Super simple. So this is known as the mus stem. And for ichidan verbs, this is all you need to conjugate it into every other form. This isn't true for godan verbs, but for ichidan verbs, it is. Drop the mus or the ru, you're left with the stem, and then just add the conjugation.
あんた誰？
アコールと言います。
And so
Kodo
now for the
imasu.
must stem for godan verbs or u verbs, as you
Kaerimasu.
just learnt, you need to get that kaerimas, kikimas, and just remove the mas. So kiki, kaeri, mochi, nomi,
Mochi, nomi.
yomi. This is the mus stem.
Mus
Now, we're
stem.
not going to go into it too much, but just so you know, this mus stem is actually super useful because you can add a whole bunch of stuff after it. A whole bunch of grammar, for example, like tai, to want to do something. Yomi tai. You
Yomi
just use the
tai.
mus stem with tai. Or like yasui, easy to do something. Yomi yasui, easy to read.
Mus stem.
So this mus stem is quite important to learn. Just remember, for godan verbs, turn it into the mus form and then drop mus. So you're left with just that e ending sound.
Okay. Exceptions.
And for the two exception verbs, kuru and suru, for kuru to come, all you have to do is just drop the mus, so instead of kimas, it turns into ki.
新選組が来ます。
And the same thing for suru, just turn shimas, shimas, into shi.
母さんに挨拶をします。
And so once you have this mus stem, you can attach a whole range of different language to it. You don't use it by itself, but it is used in a lot of conjugations as well as additional pieces of grammar. So the next conjugation we have here is the te form.
Okay, te form
And
is easy
this is a
also.
really useful
I
piece
have
of
it
language
here.
to connect sentences together and even give requests for people to do something. And so for ichidan verbs, again, super simple, just drop the ru or the
and
mas
add
and
te.
add te.
Te.
That's it. So
Te.
miru, to look, turns into mite.
あれ見て。
And normally when you see it used just by itself, it's some sort of request. Right? The previous sentence, mite, they're saying, look at that.
Yeah,
you can
tabete
also
has
see the te
many-
form being connected to a whole range of
lot,
different types
yeah,
of
a lot.
language. Like here being connected to kudasai,
Kudasai.
please. So, tabete kudasai,
Yuki,
please.
do we know how many uses how many things are connected to te form? Like in total? How many uses have how many uses does the te form has? Do we know like a number? Like, because I think I want to make an Excel of all the range of all the uses of te form.
So the te form is a very useful piece of
I
conjugation.
make a list of all the uses
You're going to be
of te
seeing
form.
this all over the place. Now, there is actually a te form in polite speech as well. Instead of mas, now we have mashite. And so all you have to do is drop the mas and add mashite. Like here, oboemashite, to remember something.
私も B&D の遊び方を覚えまして、このようにカードも手に入れました。
Wait,
So
what is
in
oboemashite? What?
Polite speech as well. Instead of
Wait, te form? Mas form and mas. We conjugate the mas form to the te form. Okay. Okay.
now, there is actually a te form in polite speech as well.
Okay.
Instead of mas, now we have mashite. And so all you have to do is drop the mas and add mashite. Like here, oboemashite, to remember something.
私も B&D の遊び方を覚えまして、このようにカードも手に入れました。
So in this piece of dialogue, we actually see the te form being used in the middle of two clauses. I learnt how to play B&D, and, so the te is almost like a comma, and I also obtained these cards. And sometimes it even is just left hanging, implying more to come, but maybe you're not stating it. So like here, kikoeru or kikoemasu, to be able to hear something, in the te form would be kikoemashite. So here he said he could hear some screams, right? But it has this kind of ... He's not finished.
Wait,
So
what
here he
game is
said
this?
te form would be kikoemashite.
This is the ninja samurai. This is what's his name? Sakai-sama. Tsushima.
So here he said he could hear some screams, right? But it has this kind of ... He's not finishing what he's saying. The te form implies that something else may come, but it's not always clearly stated what. Like here, I could hear some screams ... Perhaps he has more to say, but he's holding back for some reason.
Hold on.
So to create the te form with godan verbs, it's a little bit trickier, and it depends again on the ending sound of the verb. So instead of simply just adding the te like you do for ichidan verbs, here, depending on the sound, you have to add a different kind of conjugation. For example, if a verb ends in an u, tsu, or...
So the te form is really for linking things, yes. It's hard to really say it has X number of uses since it is everywhere. So it has a lot of uses, but we cannot say how many uses. So I will make a list. I'm thinking of making a list, an Excel. The idea of making an Excel for each grammar point is actually very nice. So I'll make an Excel for verb conjugation, an Excel for the uses of te form, each grammar point with examples, and just list as many as possible. So te kudasai, te, I don't remember now, but te moides, and so on and so on. Te ageru, te kureru, te iku, te aru, and so on and so on. And I think this way, making an Excel is the best way, I think, to help me remember all the time.
Then you have to add a small little tsu in between the te and the stem. So iu, to say, just have that first part, the I, and it's ite. So iu, to say, turns into ite with that small tsu. It's like a small little gap in between you saying the two different sounds. I and te, ite.
何か言ってよ。
何が言ってよ。
どうして答えないの？
どうして答えないよ。ないの？
ねえ、無事だって言ってよ。
無事だって言ったよ。
Matsu, the
But
tsu
mashite
sound.
is rarely used. Typically, masu only comes at the end of the sentence.
Matte.
Okay.
わか。
Basically, mashite. Because it's rarely used because the te form doesn't come in the end of the sentence usually. The te form is in the middle of the sentence because it connects. So mustard's not used. Okay, it's because it's at the end of the sentence.
Matsu, the tsu sound, matte.
わかちょっと待って
ちょっと待って。
後で話してよね
後で話してよね。
ずっと後でな
ずっと後でのね。
待ってよ
待ってよ。
Or like the ru ending. Remember, not all ru verbs are ichidan. Like, for example, kaeru, to go home. Well, u, tsu, and ru add the small tsu and then the te after the stem. So kaeru turns into kaete.
パパたちに見つかる前にそろそろ帰って
そろそろ帰って。
For verbs ending in a su sound, like hanasu, then
Hanasu.
you need to turn that
Hanashite.
su into shite. So hanasu turns into hanashite.
話して
じゃ。あ話してあげるね
お願いですメディさん
お願いです。
あの子と話してあげてくれませんか
Now, for verbs ending in a ku sound, like kiku, to hear, well, what you need to do is get the verb stem. So kiku, just drop that ku, and you just have the ki, and then attach ite.
いい
So
て。
it's like ki ite, kite. It's like a long e sound. Kite.
みんな聞いて
That's Luffy.
私
みんな聞いて。
謝らないといけないことがあるわ
Now we have some of
Bro,
these
there
verbs.
is Luffy game. Wait. We can also play Luffy. Luffy game. One Piece. Wait, what? Luffy way back home. One Piece, not Luffy. One Piece. One Piece Pirate Warriors. There are 3 games. Let's just play the 4th one. But I don't want spoilers. I'm just in episode 700. Let's start from 1. Okay, 1. If there is 1. One Piece, what is it? One Piece Pirate Warrior. One Piece World Seeker. Ah. Whoa. I want to use the Gum pistol. It has Japanese full audio, but doesn't have subtitles. But bro, I want to play Luffy also. One Piece Pirate Warriors. Pirate Warriors.
Peggy 12.
Nani and Zoro and Usopp. Grand Line. Whoa, we can play with Zoro also.
己を知り世界を知り強くなれロロノア。おー長い間お世話になりました。ルフィ助けて。うちの後悔しよう。
I'm getting goosebumps because I watched all of this.
てめ
I've been watching Luffy for 3 years now, and I'm on episode 700 something. And I lived so many nice memories with the past 3 years with Luffy. Sometimes it gave me goosebumps.
俺死んだやっぱ生きてたもうけ何の覚悟もねえやつが人のドクロに手出すな
お前の目的はこの国にはねえはずだ。
目的は
他人の目的のために死んでどうする。
死なせたくねえから仲間だろうが
俺とお前では海賊の格が違うんだ。
レオン、俺はまだまだ強くなれる。
お前がどこの誰だろうと俺はお前を超えていく今まで本当にありがとう
お前は本当にありがとう。
仲間の印だ
夢見る時代は終わったんだ。海賊の恥さらしども。私は神だぞ。
神。
何事も意のままにする。私の思う世界を作るのだ。さあ、宴を始めようじゃないか。ならせ麦わら、シャンドラの火よ。
お前が俺に
Okay. Wait, that was the actual gameplay? What's his name? I forgot. Law, Trafalgar Law. Whoa, this game is amazing. I will play it for sure. I'll play it for sure. Okay, 40 euro. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue.
End in this kind of dark.
Luffy is one of the games I want to play also.
This is kind of a messy sound. So instead of ki-ku, it's iso-gu. The ku and gu. They actually have the same kind of conjugation rules where you have kiku, kite. But this time, instead of putting it in the te form, you actually have to put it into kind of almost a de form. Iso-gu turns into isoide.
出口はこっち急いで急いで急いで
So with new
hurry up,
ending
hurry
verbs, as we just saw here with shinde, you need to follow the stem with nde. Shinde. So that's any verb that ends in a nu sound. Shinde.
死んでしまうぞ。
Shinde.
あなたも知っておられるように、ピッコロさんが死んでドラゴンボールもなくなってしまい。
Same thing here with
Dragon Ball I also want
this
to
is
play.
another one of those voiced sounds. It's a bit
Dragon Ball.
muddy, right? So erabu, to choose, that would be erande. So this nde comes after the stem. Erabu, era, erande.
私と釣り合う服を選んでね
釣り to fish.
そんなこと言わずにでね
ほんでね。
わかった。
そんなこと言わず
そん
に
なこと言わずに。
選んで
And the final sound you might see verbs being ended in is
nomu.
Like, for example, nomu, to drink, or yomu, to read. Well, it's the same conjugation as the last two. You just add nde after the stem. So, yo, nde. Yomu turns into yonde.
文字を読んで。マジで
マジ
読んで。
So as you can see, the Gordon verbs are a little bit trickier with how they're actually conjugated. Even now, with just the te form, it's already a lot more complicated than the Ichidan verbs. But just remember that it's all based on the sound that the verb ends in. U, tsu, and ru get conjugated with a small tsu in the middle. So iu turns into ite. Matsu, to wait, turns into matte. Kaeru, to go home, turns into kaette. Replace the ku in the ku ending verbs with ite. Kite Replace the
Kite.
su with
with
su-ending
shite.
verbs with shite.
Shite.
Hanashite.
Hanashite.
Replace the gu with
with
gu-ending verbs
ide.
like oyoide
Easy,
or
easy,
isoide.
easy.
And then finally with nu,
Nu,
bu,
bu,
and
mu,
mu-ending
with
verbs,
nde.
just replace the last part with nde.
Nde.
So shinu, shinde. Asobu, asonde.
asonde.
Yasumu,
Yasumu,
yasunde.
yasunde.
Now there is one exception,
Iku
and
with
that's the verb iku, to go. When iku goes into the tef form, it's not how you would imagine the ku ending sounds do. Like kiku to listen turns into kite.
Kite.
But iku to go doesn't. Instead, you just do the small tsu, then the te. That's just one exception you need to be careful of for iku to go. Iku to go in the te form is ite. So like we can see here, ite kudasai. Please go.
お前はもう死んでいる。Meme overload. Wait. お前もう死んでいる。
ここは俺が何とかします。
Die? Die? You are going to die or die? ている。Dying. You are dying. You are already dying.
聞いてください。
You are already dying. Wait, the video, I still didn't make the video. I'll put it in the, you are already dead. Oh my, I think we put it here. Omae ga mo shindeiru. We put it here. Omae ga or omae wa? So yeah, we put it here. I still didn't make this video, by the way. I need to make it. But I remember it. Yeah, omae mo shindeiru. I can't wait to say that. I don't know when I will make. Both are fine. I don't know when I will make it. But I want to say this sentence. Omae wa mo shindeiru. Omae wa is better than omae ga. Omae ga mo shindeiru. This is a good grammar point to remember. Teiru from doesn't just mean ing in English. Yeah, teiru is not ing sometimes. I just noticed because at first I thought you are dying, but then Yuki said you are dead, already dead, even though it often does. So it's not always ing. Shindeiru, existing in the state of being dead. Omae mo shindeiru. Omae wa shindeiru. So, shindeiru, existing in the state of being. I think teiru can also describe a condition. I think Genki explained the difference between ing and existing in the state. So because some verbs cannot be ing translated to ing, but I don't remember where though. If we find teiru, I need to see it again, this explanation. Don't remember even if it was in the first book or second. Shiru to know. You cannot say shiru shiteiru and say knowing. You cannot say that. Shiteiru means to know, not knowing. I saw it in Anki also. Anki G-Lab. In G-Lab also explained that. So shiteiru or yeah, shiteiru is not knowing. It's to know. I think it explained. Don't remember where though. None this. What grammar point is this? This. It's not here. Anyways, we'll find it later. Hiragana, no. Oh, it has to be second book. Genki. Or maybe not second book. But yeah, so okay, anyways, we'll find it later. I'll find it later. Okay. Let's just keep going.
Both the two exceptions, kuru to come and suru to do, also have their own conjugations for the te form. And for the two exception verbs, kuru and suru, all you need to do is get the must stem, so ki and shi, and then add te. Kuru in the te form is kite.
Mickey Mouse.
And suru in the te form is shite. And this suru verb can both be used just by itself to do, or it can even be attached to these nouns. These are known as suru verbs. And so it's a noun following with suru. It means to do that noun. Like here in Final Fantasy VII, gaman is to persevere, to put up with something. Gaman shite here is put up with it, okay? And so as you can see here, the te form can also be used multiple times in the same sentence to kind of show the sequential order of events. So like in this example, first you get a job, then you fall in love, then you get married, then dun 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 dun. And this is why it's kind of like a comma. It's almost like separating two different clauses in a sentence. You do this, and then you do this.
普通の会社に就職して、普通の男性と恋をして、普通に結婚して、家庭を築き、普通に子供を産んで幸せに暮らす。
The polite te form is, as you can imagine, you still use this must stem. So ki, and then you just add mashite. Kimashite.
その助けた女の子が先日ジムに来ましてね。
来ましてね。
shimashite.
ヒューエットなら分かってくれる気がしましてね。
The next conjugation we have here is the past tense in Japanese, also known as the ta form. And this is super easy. All you have to do is just replace te with ta. And now you've created the past tense. That's it. So for example here with the ichidan verbs, it's very, very simple. Miru, to look, just turns into mita. I saw. So like here in Witcher 3, I saw.
Warrior?
So like here in Witcher 3, I saw a woman. 女性を見た。
単刀直入に聞く。その女性を見たか。
Or like here in Final Fantasy 16, I saw him.
あいつが火のドミナント。
13年前のあの日、俺は奴を見た。
And like here, this is the first time I've seen a real one.
まさかモーグリ族なのか。
モーグリさん。
実物を見たのは初めてだ。
And just like before, if we want to make this polite, instead of mimas, it's mimashita. So you just replace mas with mashita.
カムスキーの家であなたの写真を見ました。
This is the polite way to say that you saw something. So, miru, mita, mimas, mimashita. Every ichidan verb is exactly the same. Just drop the stem and add the conjugation.
Okay, now it's clear. In the past, a month ago, for example, I confused the past tense for some reason, but now it's clear.
Now, good news, the past tense form is much easier now that you've learned the te form. For the past tense form for all of these godan verbs, just replace the te with ta, or replace the de with da. So te with ta, like ite turns into ita. I said.
議長の言った通りだ。あなたは裏切った。
Kiku, to hear, kite, turns into kita.
クライブが助けてくれたってタルヤさんから聞いた。
Oyogu, to swim, turns into oyoide. So, oyoida.
僕ちゃん、もうたっぷり泳いだ？
Hanasu, to talk, turns into hanashite. So, hanashita, talked.
てめえその声。さっき電話で話したやろが。
てめえ means you, but it's very disrespectful. Very てめえのせいだ, your fault.
Talk turns into hanashite. So, hanashita, talked.
てめえその声さっき電話で話したやろか
Motsu, to hold, turns into motte. So the past tense form is motta.
他人の人生に興味を持ったことはない
ザ・ボスには興味を持った
Shinu, to die, turns into shinde. So the past tense form is shinda.
大佐聞いてるかこいつも死んだぞ
Erabu, to choose, turns into erande. So in the past tense form it's eranda.
でも今は真実と向き合うことを選んだ
Yomu, to read, turns into yonde. So yonda.
テアラーの日記か。私も読んだわ。
Kaeru, to return. Kaete turns into kaeta. So with that small tsu, kaeta.
お母さんは星に帰っただけだから寂しくなんかないってこと
星に帰った生命学の考え方だ
So the past tense form for Gordon verbs isn't too difficult once you've learnt the te form. Just replace te with ta or de with da.
Simple.
And just like we saw with all the other verbs, to make the past tense form, just replace that te with ta. So kite turns into kita. I came.
戦いの時が来たなほら来た
Just be careful, it's not kita with a small tsu with a gap. No, it's just kita.
教官俺たち強くなりたくてここへ来たんだ
And suru turns into shite, so it's shita.
あクラーダ
クラ
また無視した
なんだ一体何をしたんだ
The polite form is very easy. We just have that
I
same
want to play Dragon Ball also. Dragon Ball.
stem, so ki or shi, and then you just add mashita. That's it.
来ました
So kimashita, I came.
あなたを止めに来ました。
止めに来ました
Shimashita, I did.
バビリー様とてもいい発見をしましたぞ
しましたぞ
お待たせしました
Progressive continue. Teiru. Teiru. So, yeah, so far, easy peasy lemony squeezy. So, verb groups, I learned them all, no problem. Polite form, mass form, easy. Polite form, ichidan, godan, regular, okay. Mastem, godan, mastem, irregular. Te form, easy, utsurute, bumununde. And te form, irregular. Ichidan, past tense, the same. Easy peasy lemony squeezy. Oh no, you are acquiring a pile of shame. Games you wanted to play but never did.
Now then.
Yes. Oh, a lot of games I wanted to play. Dragon Ball, One Piece. But I want to play them. I think now it's an opportunity to start playing games again. On stream.
Next conjugation we have here is the continuous form. Teiru. You will often see this referred to as kind of like the progressive form. I like to look at it as the continuous form. And what this often implies is that an action is in progress, it is continuously being done. And this can be both used to talk about things that you're doing right now, but also things that are in a certain state. So you could use this continuous form both for saying, I'm studying right now, 勉強している. But you could also talk about the state of something, like 彼は死んでいる. He is dead. So he's in the state of being dead. The continuous form is used in both of these situations in Japanese. Another.
So yeah, I saw it. I remember in Genki. So it is progressive. It is continuous form, but also a state of something.
彼は死んでいる. He is dead. So he's in the state.
Some verbs are actually a state and cannot be continuous form. It is continuous, but in English you cannot say it is dying, or you can say it's dying, but you can't say it's dying, but it's a state is dead, a state
of being dead. The continuous form is used in both of these situations in Japanese. Another very common conjugation you'll see in Japanese. So instead of miru, to see something, maybe you're looking at it right now. You could say,
the door is open. Is it ドアが閉いている? So the door is open. You cannot say, no, you can say the door is opening, but I don't know. Wait, you can say the door is opening, no? 開いている. Wait, 開いている not 閉いて. This is to open. Okay. Okay, to open. 開いている. The door is opening. You can't say the door is opening though. The door is open. ドアが開いている.
見ている.
The door is opening. You can't say the door is opening also? Can you?
私はいつも君を見ている。
私はいつも君を見ている. I am always watching you. We did this sentence in Anki so many times. 私はいつも君を見ている.
You could say 見ている.
私はいつも君を見ている。
So all you have to do is get that
from the verb 開く to open. Intransitive. It is intransitive. Yes, of course. If it's intransitive, turn to ている, it's to open. It is open. But if it was transitive, you can say opening the door. I am opening the door.
Stem and add ている.
By the way, I think that all the conjugations are easy. But what I realize now, the most difficult part is the transitive and intransitive. And I don't think there is any mentioning of transitive and intransitive here. 僕はドアを開ける. I open the door. So I just realized now from this sentence that the conjugation is actually not a problem for me now, because all the conjugations are just something you just memorize, and you can memorize, it's easy. But the most difficult part is the transitive and intransitive. I just realized that now. And okay, after we finish with conjugations, I need to focus on transitive and intransitive. I need a lot of examples of transitive and intransitive.
And you've got the continuous form. Now, quite often you will actually see the I in teiru kind of contracted into just teru. This is extremely common in anime, video games, manga, but also extremely common in casual speech. So like we can see here in Drakengard, the miteru turns into miteru.
俺もあそこで見てる。
I'm always watching.
奴はいたんだよ。
And so just know it holds the exact same meaning, just one of them is a little bit more formal and the other one is a little bit more colloquial, casual spoken. It's just kind of contracted speech. Miteru and miteru, same thing. And just so you know, this iru is actually a verb by itself. It kind of means to exist. So you're existing looking, for example. Miteru, you're existing in a state of look.
怖いの私が夢を見ているんじゃないかって
And so if you were to further conjugate this expression, for example, into the negative form or the past negative, just know that you need to conjugate iru into whatever form you want to conjugate.
私がずっと見ていますから。
何も見ていない。幻覚でも見ていたのか。
You conjugate the
this expression, for example, into the negative form or the past negative. Just know that you need to conjugate iru into whatever form you want to conjugate.
私がずっと見ていますから。
I am always watching, so 私がずっと見ていますから。
私がずっと見ていますから。
何も見ていない。幻覚でも見ていたのか。
幻覚でも見ていたのか。
Now looking at the continuous form or the progressive form, if you remember teiru, well, now that you know the tef form, it's very, very easy. Just put the verb into the tef form followed with
peasy
iru.
lemony squeezy.
That's it. So, itte turns into itteiru, saying.
そうではない。
そうではない。
彼は嘘をついていないと言っている。
Kiku to hear turns into kiiteiru. I'm listening.
あ、聞いてる。今どこにいる？
Isogu to hurry turns into isoideiru.
しつこいぞ。それなら10ドル。悪いけど急いでるんだ。
ちょっと。
急いでるんだ。また後でな。
Hanasu to talk turns into hanashiteiru.
君は誰と話してるんだ？
Matsu to wait turns into matteiru.
ぐずぐずするなよ。時間がないんだぞ。パンネロが待ってるんだ。
Shinu to die turns into shindeiru.
スネークは2年前のタンカー沈没事件で死んでいる。シャドウ模倣事件でその名を語ったグレーフォックスはすでに死んでいる。
グレーフォックスは call turns into yondeiru.
俺は行く。なんだと？声が聞こえた。誰かが呼んでる。
誰かが呼んでる。Someone is calling me.
なんだと？声が聞こえた。誰かが呼んでる。間違いありませんな。やつ。スカーの仕業です。
スカーの仕業。
スカー？
スカー？
ああ、素性がわからんから俺たちはそう呼んでる。
そう呼んでる。
読む to read turns into 読んでいる。
読んでいる。
何を読んでる？
何を読んでる？
彼女は村長の家の近くに住んでいます。
知る to know turns into 知っている。
知っている。
おめえは今死んでる状態だ。もう一度死んだらどうなるのか知ってるか？
帰る to return turns into 帰っている。
ジェシーたちもう帰ってるかな？
帰ってるかな？
And just like before, the teiru can be contracted to just teru in more casual speech. So that's pretty amazing, right? Once you know the tef form for Godan verbs, you'll be able to know how to conjugate the tef form, the past tense form, the tough form, and the continuous form. And the continuous form follows a similar type of trend here. We just want the verb in the tef form, so kite or shite, and then we just want to add iru at the end. So kiteiru or kiteru.
ところでカカロットの野郎もここに来ているのか？
母さん、誰か来てるよ。
しんちゃん。
来てるよ。
来てるよ。
している or してる。
そこで何をしているのだ？
そこで何をしている？
ある国の王が国門病にかかり、その治療方法を研究しているらしい。
ただ、人間の言葉を真似しているだけだよ。破壊しましょう。
Just remember, you will see them contracted quite a lot, especially in media. You'll often not see the full shiteiru, but just shiteru. It's the same meaning, just more casual.
してる。
So the negative form of verbs in Japanese, here known as the nai form, can be used in lots of different...
We are almost halfway through and it's just all easy. I don't think conjugations is my problem as we analyzed earlier. So yeah, the only difficult conjugations are the last ones. I think causative positive we can say that are hard. But all so far I know them all.
For example, it can be used to express a habit that you don't do. Sake wa nomanai. I don't drink alcohol. So this is talking about always. It's a habit. It can be used for an immediate action, like something right now. Ha o migakanai. So I don't brush my teeth, like right now.
Hello, or it could even be Sarah saying, glad to see someone on here giving my pal Matt's videos some love. He does awesome work. Matt, you mean Gengo, no? His name is Matt, I think. Yeah, he is the best. His explanations are on point and perfect also. I like him so much.
Used to talk about a future action.
He's amazing.
Hatarakanai. I don't work tomorrow.
He's amazing.
So this is the same as the dictionary form, where it can be used in these three different situations.
We are doing the complete verb conjugations. I think my problem was the verb conjugation, but he is explaining them very well.
As well as many other uses of the nai form that you'll see. Remember, this is a very important form if you want to use method number 2 to be able to tell whether a verb is ichidan or godan. And this just means the negative, not. So miru, to look, minai, to not look or to not see. So again, as always, ichidan verbs just drop the ru, you now have the stem, and add the conjugation. Here, nai.
Easy, miru, minai. This video in particular helped me a lot because I struggled with verb conjugation for a long time. Yes, this is what I'm looking for also. It helps. I think it lifts all the struggle with verb conjugations. That's why we're watching.
Taberu, to eat.
Taberu,
tabenai, to not
I
eat.
think after this video, I will not have any problem with conjugations. I will make a list of all the conjugations using this video. I will watch this video 2 times actually. And make a list and finally stop struggling with conjugations. And move on, and then move on to transitive and intransitive.
And just remember, like I said before, if the vowel that comes before nai is an I or an e sound, it's 100% an ichidan verb. Minai, to not look. Tabenai, to not eat. 100% ichidan. And of course, there is a polite form of the nai form as well. This is masen. So, miru, to look. Minai, to not look. Mimas, to look polite. Mimasen, to not look polite. So, taberu, to eat. Tabenai, to not eat. Tabemas, to eat in the polite speech. Tabemasen, to not eat in polite speech.
食べます。食べません。
私は腐ったケーキは食べません。
腐って食べません。
To look.
見ない。
to not look.
見ます。見ません。
polite, to look. Mimasen, to not look. And the same thing with taberu, tabemas, tabemasen. I will not eat. Like here, I will not eat the cake. Keiki wa tabemasen.
食べません。ケーキは食べません。
Now we have the negative form for Godan verbs. Now, if you remember, Godan verbs, to turn them in the nai form, all you need to do is have it end with an a sound before nai. So you to say would turn into iwanai. You, iwanai. So the u turns into wa and then nai. Iwanai, to not say.
決まりはもう何も言わない。
心配もかけたくない。だから言わない。
So you can see it has that sound, so it's a Godan verb. Kiku, to hear. Again, we need that vowel before the nai, so kiku turns into kika. Kikanai, I'm not listening.
あなたが悪いのよ。私の言うことを聞
じゃあ
かない。
僕はいただきます。クケーキいただきますくケーキを食べる。Yuki, you are going to eat cake?
To hurry turns into
what does itadaki? Itadakimasu. I'm going to eat cake.
So the gu into ga.
Okay.
Isoganai.
Have a good time, Yuki.
本当に間に合わなくなる。
To hurry turns into isoganai. So the gu into ga. Isoganai.
急がないと。
急がないと。
本当に間に合わなくなる。
Su, like in hanasu. So
Hanasu.
hanasu turns into hanasa.
Hanasanai.
Nai. Hanasanai.
Easy.
Won't say.
もちろん話さないわ。
もちろん話さないわ。
Su turns into ta. So like medatsu turns into medatanai.
奴らの痕跡が妙に目立たないのが逆に気にかかる。
Shin becomes star.
Shinanai.
Okay.
ヒーローってのは死なないんだ。
死なないんだ。
だからまだ私は死なない。あなたも死なせない。
俺さ、この命をくれたホムラのために二度と死なないって決めたんだ。
死なないって決めたんだ。
Asobu turns into asobanai. Bu into ba. Asobanai.
どうして友達と遊ばないんだ？
Nomu to drink, so the mu turns into ma. nomanai, to not drink.
俺は今夜はもう飲まない。じっくり作戦でも練るんだな。
And here, iru, but this is to need something. This is a different iru from the ichidan iru, to exist. This is iru to need. This iru is a godan. And so we can see it's iranai. Iru to exist.
No, not this one.
Like, for example, benkyou shiteiru, studying. You could say benkyou shiteinai. The iru that we see in the continuous form, that's actually the iru for existing. That's an ichidan verb. But this iru here is a godan verb. And we can see because it's iranai, not inai.
Yeah.
心配いらないわ。
心配いらないわ。
So, iranai, you don't need. This comes from iru, to need. So as you can see, for godan verbs, the very important rule is that if it has an a sound before the nai, then we know it's a godan verb. And so
yeah, but how to know it has an a? Because it is godan. This is, I don't know how to learn the negative form first.
In order to make the nai form, just change the final sound of a godan verb into an a sound and then follow it with nai. Kikanai, nomanai, iranai. Now there is one extra exception for the nai form, and that is for the verb aru becomes just nai. So actually the negative form of aru is nai. And so this is a little bit irregular, right? This doesn't follow any of the previous rules that you've learned. Aru means to exist, nai means to not exist. So just remember that this verb behaves a little bit different from the rest of the verbs, because it literally is nai, just in the positive form. Aru to exist, nai to not exist. And with this same exception, the polite form for aru is arimasu.
ロラン王子、大事の前に一つ尋ねたいことがあります。
では、お願いがあります。
And it just follows the normal conjugation that you would expect for the polite negative.
ありません。
あります、ありません。
大変、もう時間がありません。ローゼル族の患者は意識がありません。
Kuru in the negative form is just konai. It's not kinai, it's konai. So just be careful about that. Konai. This breaks any other rule that we've learned previously.
Is shinai.
好きにしろ。来るか来ないか選ぶのはお前だ。
他の魔物が来ないうちにここを離れよ
う。大丈夫。きっと来ないから。
Suru is thankfully easier. It's just shinai. So you just add nai at the end of the stem. Shinai. Shinai.
気にしないで。念のためよ。
聞いてくれ。まだ話していないことがある。
ことがある。Past negative. Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. We do it tomorrow, okay? We did half of the video. Tomorrow we do the other half. Wait, half of this 90 minutes is 45 minutes. So we watched one half a football match. So tomorrow we watch the next one. So let's just do Anki. Because we also it's getting late. It's getting late. We have to sleep at some point. I slept a lot today. So I have some energy left. Hashi ni swarimasu.
椅子に座ります。
Wait, 椅子に chair. 椅子に座ります。
椅子に座ります。
No, we don't sleep. Yuki, you don't sleep.
椅子に座ります。
椅子に座ります。I sit on a chair. I sit on the chair. 椅子。It's 椅子。That's what coffee is for. I don't. For me, I don't drink coffee. That's why I sleep. I drink chai or ocha or kocha, black tea. Kocha. I don't drink ocha, green tea. I drink kocha, black tea. デザインですね。Not 綺麗 but 素敵なデザインですね。
素敵なデザインですね。
素敵なデザインですね。素敵なデザインですね。素敵素敵。先生に友達を紹介します。先生に友達を紹介します。
先生に友達を紹介します。
友達を紹介します。この町は、人が多いです。young people. Young people. So, 若い人が多いです。I think it's 若い. So, it's interesting this word, young people, which is migi, with grass on its head. So, I think 若い. It's very interesting, this kanji, because it's right, and grass on head. So I imagine it as hair on the head. So young people still have hair on their head. So wakai. Wakai. Wakai, it is wakai, right? People with hair, with grass on their head. Grass. Okay. この町は若い人が多いです。This town has a lot of young people.
この町は若い人が多いです。
若い人が多いです。Okay. 若い。明日の毎日 something します。大変ですね。overwork. 業をします。大変ですね。
毎日残業します。
残業します。
大変ですね。
大変ですね。早く寝がいいですよ。Wait, 寝た？早く寝た方がいいですよ。早く寝た方がいいですよ。You better sleep early. 早く寝た方がいいですよ。早く寝た方がいいですよ。するとき、ビザがおります。
留学するとき、ビザがいります。
need. I just saw it in Game Gengo just now. いる。I have it highlighted as well. So, いる。残業。Wait, 残業 has the kanji to die? No, it's different. Remaining. 残業 over time. So it has remaining kanji 残. 残 which means leftover or remaining or excess. Over time. 残 and 業. 業 means work. So 残念. And also 残念. 残念. I know 残念. Idea, thought, feeling. So 念 means idea. And excessive idea, excessive. 残念 means unfortunately. Okay. So, 留学するとき、ビザがいります。I need a visa to study abroad. 私は背がshort. 短い means short, but short length, not height. So, not 短い。低い。私は背が低いです。
私は背が低いです。
私は背が低いです。私は背が低いです。Let's do it again. 失礼します。失礼します。
失礼します。
失礼します。That's outside country, so foreign country. So it's 学に手紙を出します。
外国に手紙を出します。
外国に手紙を出します。外国手紙を出します。That's 駅 and that's something.
各駅。
各駅 local train bus stop. 各駅 OK 各駅。黒い帽子を帽子 in Chinese is the same kanji and it's 帽子。帽子。黒い帽子をかぶります。So 帽子 OK 帽子 means hat and it's the same kanji 帽子 is the same as 帽子帽子黒い帽子をかぶります。or 黒い帽子 Okay 黒い帽子をかぶります。
黒い帽子をかぶります。
黒い帽子をかぶります。Same kanji, no? The same, exactly. Yeah, the same. The same, exactly the same. Okay, 黒い帽子をかぶります。朝6時に起きます。I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
朝6時に起きます。
朝6時に起きます。It's a little different. How? Maybe the font is different. Or but maybe this I think this one is different. The boshi is closed a little bit, but this one is opened, I think. But the rest, this one is of course the same, and this one I think, yes, this is the same. Me, I is the same. Okay, well, yeah, only the difference is this one, I think. It's a little bit opened. I thought it was the font. No, it closed. Okay, for some reason when I press Control and I scroll down and up to zoom.
帽子
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 帽子 So the Chinese pronunciation is actually very, very hard sometimes. You have to... The pitch, I think the pitch accent, Chinese pitch accent is the most difficult one. It's more difficult than Japanese. Japanese is easier actually. 明日は明日は暇です。
明日は暇です。
明日は暇です。ぜひ私の家に来てください。
ぜひ私の家に来てください。
私の家に来てください。先生が家へ来ます。先生が家へ来ます。
先生が家へ来ます。
先生が家へ来ます。買い物はしません。something 無理な買い物はしません。
無駄な買い物はしません。
無駄な買い物はしません。無駄な買い物はしません。That's sen. Sen, I think, or cow. 10,000.
1000。
1000。椅子に座ります。椅子に座ります。
椅子に座ります。
椅子に座ります。卵、eggs. I love eggs. I love eggs. I love 卵。頑張ってください。頑張ってください。
頑張ってください。
頑張ってください。スーパーが遠いです。近いです。スーパーが近いです。便利です。or スーパーが遠いです。不便です。But I think it's スーパーが近いです。便利です。
スーパーが近いです。
It is.
便利です。
It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. スーパーが近いです。便利です。電気をOkay, so 閉める is to close, but to turn off is 消します返します
電気を消します。
消します。電気を消します。電気を消します。私は背が消す to turn off 消す。Okay. 私は背が低いです。
私は背が低いです。
私は背が低いです。するとき、ビザがいります。留学するとき、ビザがいります。I need a visa to study.
留学するとき、ビザがいります。
留学するとき、ビザがいります。交易。
各駅。
各駅。That's 冬。That's winter. 電気を消します。電気を消します。
電気を消します。
電気を消します。
最後に笑うのは
We'll see who is going to love in the end.
また強くなってしまったか。
また強くなってしまったか。He's getting strong again? Question mark? It's not for you. Okay, no, it's not. It's not for you. No, it's different. Is the same the above one, but the below, the two strokes, it's a mouth. It's kuchi. So it's kaku. Yeah. Kakueki. Station. Look at station. Okay. I wonder if it becomes strong again.
よく頑張ったよ。本当に
よく頑張ったよ。本当に You really did your best.
見ればすぐわかるさ。
If you see 見ればすぐわかるさ。You will definitely understand. You'll understand immediately. すぐ means immediately.
今日はもう疲れたから帰って寝る。
今日はもう疲れたから帰って寝る。Because today I already got tired, became tired, I go home and sleep.
気づいていないのか。
You're not noticing it?
帰っていった。
I went home. 帰っていった。
誰かが
俺を呼んでいる。
誰かが俺を呼んでいる。
誰かが俺を呼んでいる。 Someone is calling. 大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。
知らないし興味もないよ。
知らないし興味もないよ。知らないし興味もないよ。Not only I don't know, but I also don't care. I lost interest. Not only don't know anything, but also have no interest. 知らないし興味もないよ。
一人だと寂しくて。
一人だと寂しくて。If I'm alone, I feel lonely. Of course, it's logical. It's logical. Feel lonely if I'm alone. Come on, it's logical.
ダメ。
ダメ。
この恋は叶わない。
ダメ。この恋は叶わない。ダメ。この恋は叶わない。ダメ。Damn it. This love doesn't come true. ダメ。この恋はダメ。Wait, what was it? No.
ダメ。
ダメ。
この恋は叶わない。
この恋は叶わない。doesn't come true. この恋は叶わない。doesn't come true.
隠さないと。
隠さないと。隠さないと。I must hide. 隠さないと。I must hide.
これは俺の問題。
これは俺の問題。これは俺の問題。This is my problem. これは俺の問題。This is my problem.
バカだ。
バカだ。Idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. バカだ。バカだ。
バカだ。
バカだ。I'm an idiot.
俺が言いたいのはあれだ。
俺が言いたいのはあれだ。俺が言いたいのはあれだ。俺が言いたいのはあれ。What I want to say is this. 心の力。心の力。心の力。The power of the heart? What's that even supposed to mean? Power of the heart?
面白い。
面白い。Interesting. Interesting.
映画で見たことがある。
映画で見たことがある。I saw it in a movie. 映画で見たことがある。
また強くなってしまったか。
また強くなってしまったか。I wondered if it becomes strong. Again,
大丈夫。
大丈夫。
僕がいる。
僕がいる。So, I think we end it here. Yeah, it was a good lesson. Today didn't learn anything new, to be honest. We are halfway through the video, and maybe some things made more clear, okay, but didn't learn anything new. But I think I completely mastered all of the verb conjugations that we learned so far until minute 44. So must form, definitely, it's like it's stuck in my mind. I will not forget the must form. Te form, I will never forget te form. I will ichidan, godan verbs, I completely know them. Past tense, definitely I know. It's exactly the same as te form. So easy, I know. Continuous form, teiru, I know the I think I made clear the teiru, which I differentiate. I know the difference between state, the state of being, and the progressive or continuous state. So that's one thing we learned today. Definitely, we made it clear. Okay, negative, past negative, and all. No, negative, only negative. We're going to do past negative tomorrow. So negative, I also know negative now. It's just nai. And for godan, it's just ka nai, a nai, a nai. For ichidan is just nai. Okay. And kuru, it becomes konai, and suru becomes shinai. Yeah, easy. So we continue tomorrow, of course. I think I'm going to watch this video 2 times. So I finish it tomorrow. And from Saturday, I'm not going to watch this now, later. From tomorrow, I will watch each part and write an Excel about it. Write it on Excel. And also study the Excel. Let's just, before we go, because I had I think I had some questions about the Excel that you gave me. I just want to understand things. I just want to understand how to read this Excel, by the way, basically. So, dictionary form, prohibitional form. What is prohibitional form? Taberu. Don't eat. Taberu na. The one we just saw. Okay, so prohibitional form, you just add na. Prohibitional form is the negative imperative. Okay. So dictionary form, taberu. Okay, easy to write. This is for ichidan. Okay, for godan. 1 step godan, 5 step is kaku. This is the dictionary form in Japanese. Okay, dictionary form. Kaku, to write. Kakuna. Just kaku. You just add na, basically. The same, you just add na. Don't write. Okay. We have conjunctive form. And we have imperative. Taberu becomes tabenasai. Don't eat. Eat. Tabenasai, eat. And kakinasai, write. So the prohibitional form is the negative form of imperative. So, and you just add na, not that hard. Mas, tabemas, of course, kakimas, easy. Okay. And we also have tai, to wish, to want. Tabetai, I want to eat. Tabetai, I want to eat. Kaka or kakitai, I want to write. Kakitai, I want to write. Nagara, which is form, expresses concurrency. Tabe nagara, while eating. Te and derived forms are a bit of an oddball because strictly they derived from the conjunctive form, but they change the verb stem. That's why it's a bit more complicated. Wait, te form you mean? So wait, what is the conjunctive form? The conjunctive form is the mass stem. Is this what you mean by conjunctive form? So here are the only uses of conjunctive form. Mass, imperative, tabe, you just add tabe, you build on tabe. Okay, so that's what you mean by this. But no, but this one is also the same. Irrealis. What is the irrealis form? So we have te form, tabete, and tabete, kakite. Kakimas, but kaite. Okay. It's not the mass system, no. So tabeta, the same as tabete, okay, the same. Kaita, kaite, and kaita, the same. Of course. So we have nagara while eating, nagara, tabe nagara. And kaki nagara. Okay. So kakinasai, kakimas, kakitai, kaki nagara, but kaite, kaita, and kaitara, tara form. Okay. So we have imperative, nasai, we have mas, we have tai, we have nagara, we have te form, we have ta form, and we have tara. Then we go to the irrealis, then volitional, then hypothetical form, then imperative form. Okay, okay, very nice list, very nice list. I want to make a similar list. But I don't think I will do it like this. It's very advanced level. I decided to sentence mine another episode. I'm happy I did because I got a lot of new cards. What are you watching, Benzerka? What do you watch? But yeah, every day you get X Hunter X. Okay, the fisherman. No, X Hunter X is the fisherman. Yes. I know it. The fisherman. The fisher boy, I could say. But yeah, every day, if you do a little bit every day, you get new words, you get new cards always. So you build on, you build every day a little bit. Even if you feel tired, you get you learn something new. X Hunter X has a lot of create examples on immersion kit as well. Ah, that's why. Okay, I think there even is one for Monshindeiru. Okay. So irrealis form, negotiation, not to eat, tabenai. Negation, not negotiation. It was in the episode I watched. So yeah, we saw Shindeiru, we saw it a lot of times today. I don't think I will ever forget it now. So negation, not negotiation. Tabenai, okay, just the nai form. Negation with zu. Tabezuni. Without eating. Ah, tabezuni. I've never seen tabezuni. The zu and ni. Often used adverbal as zuni. Okay. Negation zu, often with zuni. Kakazuni. Kakazuni without eating. Negation with zu. And this is just nai. Negation with nai and negation with zu. And passive. Taberareru. To be eaten, taberareru. And kakareru. Causative, of course. Tabesaseru. To let eat, to allow it to. Causative, okay, to make eat. Yeah, to let eat. And kakaseru. Hisoka. I don't exactly know the episode number, but I think it was somewhere between. Hiroka says Kimi wa mo shindeiru. You are already dead. Passive, to be eaten. Causative, tabesaseru, to allow. Causative, passive, tabesaserareru. Forced to eat. Wait, so causative, to let eat, to allow it, and causative, passive, to force to eat. Tabesaseru. Kakaserareru. To force to write. Thank you, Benzerka. We are also closing now. And yeah, good night. We are also closing now. Mega. I'm just checking this list. And of course, matashita. Just checking this list. 5 more minutes until we close 2 hours. Because 2 hours is better than 1 hour and 55 minutes or 54 minutes. Like I need a round number, you know? Round up number. Okay, so volitional form is let's eat. Tabeyo, tabeyo. And kako. Just add u. Kako. Okay, volitional form is easy. Conditional with ba. Tabareba. Tabareba. If I eat. And kakareba. Kakeba. Tabareba and kakeba. Potential form, of course. Taberareru. Taberareru. My favorite is the potential form. Taberareru. And kakeru. Kakeru. Imperative. Tabero. Tabero. Or tabeyo. Tabeyo is also imperative. Tabeyo. It's like imperative. Wait. Why is the imperative? Why does the imperative has 2? Tabenasai and tabero. Yuki, what is this? Tabe imperative. Tabeyo is a bit old-fashioned. Okay. But tabero, why is tabero and tabenasai the same? Imperative. Don't understand. And also, kake, right, kake, and kakenasai, kake and kakenasai. What is going on? What's going on? 5-step in details. Okay, now I understand the list. So, predicate form and attribute form. Te form, yonde, nande. This is just the godan. Conjugation table or Japanese verb. The godan. So the mu, bu, yeah, easy, okay. Ro, ru. Te form, ta, okay, that's... It's different levels of command. Nasai is more like a parent to child. But the true imperative is what you might hear in a military setting. Okay. So this one, imperative, tabero. Okay, so this is about godan verb. Godan verbs. Irregular verbs. Isuru, suruna. Shinasai, shimas, shitai. Shinagara, shite, shita, shitara. Shinai, kezuni. Sezuni. Sareru, saseru. Saserareru. Shou. Sureba. Dekiru. Shiro. And kuru. Kuruna. Kunas. Kinasai. Kimas. Kitai. Kinagara. Kite. Kita. Kitara. Konai. Kozuni. Korareru. Kosaseru. Kosaserareru. Koyo. Koreba. Kureba. Korareru. Kuni. Koi. Okay, it's very harsh. Okay. So tabero is very harsh. It's harsher than tabenasai. And we have conjugation table of Japanese verb iku, iku. Itte, itta, ittara. Toute, touta. Toutara. What's to? What does to mean? To ask. To ask. call, to inquire, to implore, to beg. Koute, kouta, koutara. Okay, very nice table, very detailed. Okay. Conjugation table of Japanese verbs. The copula des and mas. And we have the dictionary form da, de, des, polite des, the form is de, datta. These are just verbs that are somewhat odd in a few conjugations. The conjugation of des basically, you mean da, des, the copula da, the copula des, and politeness mas. Dattara, ja, janai, janai, and dewanai. Daro, nara, naraba. Like, you mean these ones. Tote. Tota. Totara. It's different, yeah, the conjugation u. Because there is no u, no? This should have been one of the irregulars. You might think it's totte, but that's wrong. It's tota. It should have been irregular. I've never seen tote before. And also this one. I've never seen this kote before. It should have been one of the irregular verbs. But anyway, now that we ended the 2 hours, so we have to wrap it up. Very nice. I will study it even more, this table, and try to write also my own table. And I don't think I will be able to write such detailed table, but I want to write because I want to remember things. Because if I don't write, if I don't zoristo, how do you say zorizo? If I don't try to put to work, I won't be able to remember. Zoristo, how do you say zorizo? Zorizo stanglia. Push. If I don't force myself to write, strain or pressure myself. If I don't pressure myself to write, I won't be able to remember. So I will try to write a similar list, a similar table to this one, and hopefully we can learn the conjugations very well. So Yuki, thank you very much for everything, and yeah, I always feel happy when you are here. And matashita. Today was a very weird day, to be honest. I should have started earlier. But positive pressure, because pressure can also be exhausting, of course. No, when I mean pressure in Greek is different. When I say zorizome, I mean to work my hands, put my hands in there and do the work, If I don't put my hands in there and do the work, I won't learn anything. So that's what I mean, push myself to nazoristo. To do something, do the work. But anyways, yeah, today was a weird day. We should have started earlier. Look at the time, it's very late. But anyways. Okay, so oyasuminasai. And of course, tomorrow, day 177 will be. And bye-bye. Thank you very much.